this, Hamill? You getting this? You getting this?
Getting your voice.
Freshman.
It's got 3 more years.
Then just stand there. Stand there.
Yeah, Noble!
Are you getting that?
All right, last but not least, meet of the year, Stephen A. Before we can kind of wrap up things here on PTI for this evening edition, is the state finals. You know, we talked about the playoffs, we talked about everything. You know, we got to give a little extra coverage here on this state meet thing. But you know, some pretty impressive finishes. What did you think about?
Without a doubt. One of the things that's been most impressive about watching this team progress throughout the season is the fact that, for the boys team especially, their consistency and their ability to improve and get better and better. And that has been a staple of the program for a long time. Their ability to improve and get faster. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I don't give out compliments very easily, but I'm extremely impressed. Now, I don't remember, how did they finish up? I believe it was the top...
we got 7th.
7th.
7th place is what I've got here on this sheet. That's pretty good out of 149 D3 schools.
149 D3 schools. That is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. You tell me that you guys beat 142 teams.
They did. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Hey, but let's not stop there. Let's talk about the Shepherd girls, because we had both teams in. You know,
gotta give up props both sides.
Right, absolutely. You know, coming in maybe looking like, you know, I kind of thought looking forward into the meet, you know, maybe around 20 would be an excellent finish out of 150 teams in the division.
Now I'll tell you, when on paper, they were going into this meet, they were ranked 21st. 21st out of 28 teams.
Okay. 21st, so I'm pretty close, you know, saying 20. What I don't even have that part. When they finish up?
Oh, I got it right here. The Shepherd girls cross country team moved up incredibly 9 spots at the meet and finished up 12th place.
Wow.
They were the one team on the results that everyone was saying, where did this team come from?
Where did they come from?
They come from.
I know where they came from.
I should know that. You better believe you better know where they come from.
Oh, that comes from hard work.
That comes
from sweat and dedication. That comes from the summer.
That comes from a lot of things. A lot of people putting in a lot of miles. A lot of people behind the scenes that don't get enough credit.
That's right.
All the parents, all the kids who are putting in those extra miles, doing the things that you never see, but you appreciate the most. All those little things, they add up to these one special days like this. When things really go right, you can really see how all the little things have come together to contribute to this type of success.
Well, let's kind of finish this section up here. Let's look at some of that special footage. Special meet, we got some good stuff.
Let's do it. Let's look at that final meet of the season.
Picture yourself in a living room, your pipe and slippers set out for you. I know you think that it ain't too far, but I hear a call of a lifetime ring. Felt the need to get up for it. Oh, you cut out the middleman, get free from the middleman. You got no time for the messenger, got no regard for the thing that you don't understand. You got no fear of the underdog, that's why you will not survive. I wanna forget how convention fits, but can I get out from under it? Can I cut it out of me? Oh. It can't all be wedding cake. It can't all be boiled away. I try but I can't let go of it. Can't let go of it, cause you don't talk to the water boy. And there's so much you could learn, but you don't wanna know. You will not back up an inch of it. That's why you will not survive. The thing that I tell you now, it may not go over well. Oh, and it may not be thought a while, the way that I spell it out. But you won't hear from the messenger. Don't wanna know about something that you don't understand. You got no fear of the underdog. That's why you will not survive. Right?
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows
All right, Steven, it's time to go to the big finish.
All right, let's end this thing.
Let's talk about a couple things. First of all, some words to the seniors. What do you got?
I have been incredibly impressed with both the boys and the girls who have been long-term members of this team. We've got some fresh faces this season, some seniors who came out, and we have a nice mix of veterans in there, kind of like a nice NBA team should have when we're talking cross-country here. And all I can say is that from a coaching standpoint, you got to really appreciate the dedication and all the hard work that they put in. I've heard all positive things about how positive, hard-working, motivated that these seniors are. It's a special group, and they're going to be missed for sure.
Those seniors have been incredible. They've been incredible. So, in talking to the coaches, you can definitely, they're breaking up a little bit, and yeah, it's a tough situation.
Oh, for sure. I don't know how you
someone can step up and fill those roles, but they've got some big shoes to fill.
And that's the one thing we got to talk about next year is where are we going to go next? Where is this program going next? What does the future entail?
Future of SHS. Yeah.
That is true. Now, where do you see, what is the future bringing for this program? Are you guys losing a lot? Is there, what do you think?
I think we lose a lot of leadership. We're going to have some kids really step up if that program wants to improve. But going from a 7th place finish and being one of the actually youngest teams at the division finals, hey, it kind of is out there for them. If they really want to step up, they really want to make some improvements, and they've got a chance to come out on top. What do you think about the girls?
I just got to say my hat's off to the guy. My hat is off. I'm not wearing a hat right now and it's off, but it's somewhere. But I think realistically that there are a lot of coaches in the state saying the same exact thing that you are right now. That this team has the ability.
Ability is a key word.
Ability to go up there and be one of the top teams, if not the top team in the state. But that only happens through the decision to work hard, starting right now, starting in the spring, increasing through the summer, and having that mental focus and edge that will put them over the top. I think it's going to be the little things in the end that will make the difference for this team, whether or not they are there or if they were somewhere beyond that first spot. On the girls' side, it's going to be a bit of a rebuilding year. We're kind of looking at this in terms of losing some senior leadership for sure.
Definitely,
but I think that there are some people in place that definitely have the ability to step up and contribute. There is definitely some depth there, definitely some people, some freshmen who have the ability to step up and be leaders in the team, and as well, the incoming class and possibly new athletes. It's going to be a different group next year, but one that should be a pretty good group overall.
Okay, well, definitely got some shoes to fill, but hey, it's going to be another year where both teams are headed off to the state finals. That's always a goal.
That is without a doubt.
Program.
That is without a doubt the goal.
All right, hey, last thing we need to talk about here is what to watch tonight. What do you got?
I got the OC. I know it's a rerun, but I just love the OC.
The OC, yeah. I think I'm going to kind of settle down into the couch, grab a bowl of popcorn, settle in, and maybe pick up a little Desperate Housewives.
Oh, that's a good goal. That is a good quote.
You know what follows Desperate Housewives? Matlock.
Oh, Matlock.
Oh, Matlock.
Oh, yeah. I used to love that. My grandpa Stu at the nursing home. We used to love that. People would get out of their seats and just dance. I used to love it. But I'll tell you what, if that's not going to be on, if there's some type of infomercial, you can always flip it over and watch some Lifetime, not movie. It's great. I think there's one on tonight with Taurus Spelling.
Oh, that's some good stuff.
I think so.
Good stuff.
But that's about wraps it up for tonight.
Hey, same time tomorrow, Knuckleheads.
Good night, Canada.
I I backed my car into a cop the other day. Well, he just drove off, sometimes that's okay. I ran my mouth up a bit too much, what can I say? Well, you just laughed it off, it was all okay. And we'll all float on 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 anyway. Well, a fake Jamaican together last time with the scam. It was worth it just to learn from sleight of hand. Bad news comes now, don't you worry when it lands. Good news will work its way to all them plans. We both got fired on exactly the same day. Well, we'll float on, good news is on the way.